Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. And I found my huge folder about chickens. It was in with all my chicken books in the other room. Yeah. So I can answer questions. Between Bryland Farms and me, we can probably answer some questions, I'm sure. I'll show you what kinds of chickens that I have left and what kinds I've had before. Um, But let me tell you about today. Today was the first day I took my camera strapped to my chest with that magnetic thing and went to Target. I had to go to Target to pick up a prescription. So I had my camera strapped to me. And as I got in, when I got in there, I thought, well, I'm not going to talk, even though there's no music, but I didn't want people to think I was crazy. But uh, So you can do a voiceover. So I didn't have to, when I edit, I have to edit this video yet. When I edit it, I won't have to take out sounds in the store because there's no music, but I can voice record right over it. Well, so I can tell you what I'm doing. Yeah, I like to edit things. I like to edit videos. It's sort of fun to me. I don't know. If you don't have to rush. And also, uh, I wasn't paying too much attention to prices. So when I got to the cash register for the little bit I had in my basket was $65, which surprised me. So I looked at I have a camera on the dog all the time in the room where she's always at. And I looked when I got back in the car from Target because I wanted to go to the dollar store and I wanted to go to that thrift store that's in town. But I looked at I made the mistake of looking at the camera, and I don't think that Penny, she's out in the other room. I don't think Penny shut up from the moment I left. She was running back and forth at the door and barking, and it's just so upsetting to me. I don't know what else to do about it. So after Target, I went home. So I'll have to take little trips like and just run to the dollar store and run home. I do have to go shopping, thrifting pretty soon, and that is longer. So I don't know. Sometimes if I go on a Wednesday, though, I can take advantage of the dog being walked. I can leave right when she leaves with the dogs to go on an hour walk, and that gives me an hour that she's not barking and having a fit. And then I actually think she's better if Jolene leaves her than when I leave her. So I think I'll probably have to shop on Wednesdays. But anyway, I have 4 chickens left. I have 2 white ones, and their breed is a Cochin. They're Cochins. And the thing that makes them so beautiful, number one, their feathers are softer than any of the other birds. And number 2, they have feathered feet. They have lots of feathers all over their feet. When you see them walking around, they look like they have big bunny slippers on. And here's a picture of the Cochins. See their feet? So my 2 are named Susie and Sasha. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes, but Susie has a bigger comb on her head, a little bigger. So that's about the only way I can tell. Yeah, so there's those two. And then I have a Wyandotte, which is a lace Wyandotte, silver laced Wyandotte. And she looks just like that. They're beautiful hens. And her name is Lacey because she's a laced Wyandotte. Yeah. She's the one that needs her nails trimmed. Okay. Now, I don't have a picture except in the hatchery book here of the copper Marin, the black copper Marin that I have. Now, her name is Coco. Why I can't think of that ever? I don't know. It's so basic, Coco. But that's what she's black, and she's very almost iridescent. In the sunshine, you can tell she's sort of iridescent, looks sort of greenish black, shiny. Her little chicks were really, when she was a chick, that's what she looked like right there. Yeah. Now I have had the barred Plymouth Rock. Those are very typical. You see in a lot of pictures. And her name was Betty. Yeah. Her name was Betty. And I've had a couple Buff Orpingtons. They're the gold chickens. Oop. They're very docile. They're very friendly. And they go broody a lot, so that you can sort of depend on them if you want to do the thing about little chicks. Now my blue Easter eggers, one was I think an Americana, and one was an Easter egger. They're very much the same. They lay colored eggs, blue and maybe some greenish. Mine was a gray, like that top one. They come in several colors. She laid blue eggs. I had one that laid sort of greenish egg like that bottom one. Yeah, but they're both gone. So I only have hens that lay brown eggs now. Even my copper Marin, her eggs are no longer the deep chocolate colored. They are sort of brown, just brown eggs like you get in the grocery store when you buy brown eggs. Let me see here. Rhonda's here, Bryland Farm. Diane. Hi, everybody. Bumblebee. Jackie, hi. The Easter egger, the gray, yes. That gray Easter egg, the one at the top, her name was Daisy, remember? I had two, Dixie and Daisy. Now, the Buff Orpington could be a little, nasty, not nasty, but, she would get out a lot too. But it was really Daisy, the gray Easter egger, that kept getting out all the time. And yeah, she was the wild one. But she'd always have somebody with her. I think she was the instigator for sure. Chickens can live. Mine have never lived. These are the longest lasting chickens I've had, and they're 6 or 7 years old now. But they can, I don't know what the oldest chicken ever was, but their lifespan is usually 6 to 8 years old, but I think that's because they have a lot of uh, predators, number one, and two, they're prone to a lot of respiratory diseases. Now, that's the one thing I don't know a lot about the chicken diseases because I've never had one that had any. The only problems I've had with my chickens is they've had a couple of them had what they call bumblefoot, and that's on the bottom of their foot. They get almost like it's like a cyst. It's a swollen area that gets really infected. And since I don't have a poultry vet around here, you'd think I would, but I don't. So you have to almost lance that, and then you have to put medicine. I have the stuff for that because I've done two of them. And wrap their foot up. You have to do this every day until it heals. Yeah. I think my sister was here for one of those things. And I've had an egg-bound chicken that I got out of that problem, but I've had two of them pass away from having sour crops. Uh, yeah. When a chicken eats, it goes down into a big space called their crop. And it's, if you feel after they eat, if you feel the front of the chicken, it'll be all sort of bulged out and squishy. It goes there first. And then from there, it goes to their gizzard. And from there, it gets all ground up with, they eat little pebbles and things. And the gizzard holds the pebbles. And I don't know how it does it, but they sort of grind the food up somehow. Because chickens don't have teeth, you know. Judy Fisher's here. Hi. Melissa, hi. 16 here already. Yes, so chickens can live, I think, to like 12, 14 years, maybe. I think I read that. Yeah. But most of the time, it's much shorter than that. Yeah. Is anybody thinking of getting chickens? I know Bryland Farm has some. My biggest advice, if anybody's going to get chickens, is get a coop or build a coop much bigger than you think you're going to need. Because once you get chickens, you'll want to get more. That's my advice. And you have to have the space, you know, they require so much space. You don't want them crowded. Most chickens do better in the real cold weather than they do in the super hot weather. But there's some chickens that are better. There's certain breeds that are better, much better in the cold, and there's some breeds that are much better, that do better in the really hot. You know, people would in Florida would get those type of chickens. But yeah, when they get hot, they like pant. There's things you can do. I mean, you just give them a lot of, like, a container of water with ice cubes in, and I would put a little container of water, ice cubes, and then I'd throw some frozen peas in there, and they'd like, I mean, not deep water, just, you know, this deep. And then they try to get the peas. Keeps them cool. Melissa, you had chickens? Yeah. You want more, Marin, or more. You want more. Yes. You always want more. They have the best personality. All my chickens have been really nice. I've never had a mean chicken. I've never had a rooster. But no, not all roosters are mean, but some are. Some will chase you away. Uh, let's see. I had filled out a whole thing here about facts about chickens. Yeah, there's 10 facts about chickens. Ah, chickens make good teachers. Mother hens can show their babies what's good to eat, what's not. They've taught their baby to stay away from color-coded grains in when they're testing the intelligence of chickens. Yeah, they're very smart. You've seen pictures of chickens playing a little toy piano, right? Yeah. Chickens have prehistoric roots. They're very, very. I mean, there were chickens in prehistoric times, and they're sort of their closest living relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, they're like related to the dinosaurs. Chickens have their own language. They have 30 or more distinct vocalizations that they use to communicate with the other chickens. They give warning cries about predators. Um, they do certain clucks and sounds about if they find something good to eat. A lot of different sounds, 30 different words that they have are distinct vocalizations. Chickens sometimes model their behavior on other chickens. So yeah, if you have a chicken that's doing something you don't want them to do, like going in and finding eggs still in the nesting box and pecking at them and breaking them, if the other chickens see that, they'll imitate that for sure, and you won't have any eggs. I've never had that happen, knock on wood. I've never had them get peck at their eggs. Some broody hens, if they stay in the nesting box all the time and they don't come out except for maybe a little bit to eat and go right back in, sometimes that will sort of encourage another chicken to get broody. Yeah. Chickens begin communicating before they are hatched. While they're still in the shell, the mother hen is laying in the best of circumstances. The mother chicken is laying, keeping the eggs warm. And she communicates after, I don't know what week it is. She communicates with the chicks before they're hatched already. So the little chicks actually know their mother's sound. Chickens can recognize up to 100 faces. That means human faces and other chicken faces and dogs' faces, other faces. That to me is the most amazing thing. But for sure, they know who I am. Well, I'm their mama because I raised these girls from when they were 1 day old. And yeah, and if somebody else comes with me into the pen, they will run away from that person because they don't know them. They're very docile at night. Once they go to roost, when the sun sets at dusk, they will go into the coop and go on their roost to go to sleep. And even within a half hour of dusk, if you look in their coop, they're already sleeping. I mean, not soundly, but they go into this state where they're drowsy and they're very you can do most anything to the chickens when they're at night. If you wanna move them, like, if you had to move your chickens to another coop, you do it at night. If you wanna if your broody hen is in the nesting box, that's when you wanna slip those eggs under her or other chicks you want her to raise. That's when you do it, at night. Uh, Chickens lay different colors eggs, we know that, depending on their breed. Chicken eggs are nutritionally the same regardless of the color. But chickens raised in the, allowed to free range and to eat, you know, whatever they eat, and to eat bugs and worms and grass and weeds. Those eggs are a lot more nutritional. You can tell if you if you go to the store and get white eggs that's factory raised and you cracked one of those eggs, the yolks are like yellow. If you crack one of the eggs of a home raised chicken, they're like real orangish. They're much darker, much more vitamin E, much more, yeah, they're a lot better for you. Uh, Chickens signal when they're ready to lay. That's when they are going from a little chick and then they get to be a pullet and then they get old enough to finally lay. And you can sort of tell when they start getting to that stage because they sort of squat a little bit and their comb gets a little redder. Yeah. So I think that's a 10. But those are my 10 things about the chickens that I have here. Yes, they're a lot smarter than people think. People think chickens are dumb, and they're not dumb at all. Uh, yeah, these girls that I have now, along with the other 4 that I had 8 at the time, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 from that hatching. They were raised in April 9th of 2018. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So they are 6 years old. Yeah. So I hope they live a good, long life. I always said, if I'm left with one chicken, she's coming in the house. Yeah. And at night, I'll just put her in the bathroom. She'll have her own place in the bathroom at night, and then I'll just let her out in the daytime. But they're much better if they're in a flock. They want to be in a flock. So, anybody have any questions? I got my first flock of birds, maybe probably 10, 11 years ago. I got 6 in my first group. And I think I got 6 again. I think you have to order them 6 at a time. So I lost some from the first group and I just had a couple left and I ordered 6 more. Then I had 8 and then things happened. So then I ordered 6 more. So I've ordered 3 times. Yeah. And I had an order in. The place I order from is called My Pet Chicken, right there. And they send them in the mail. Like I told you before, they send them, the post office gets them, and they call you immediately to go pick them up. But the I had ordered one kind that I never had before, a salmon faverol, and they're real pretty. They may have feathered feet too, I'm not sure. I ordered another barred Plymouth Rock because they're really nice. I ordered another Easter egger, and I ordered one I never had before too, a Rhode Island Red. Like those are very common for backyard breeders to have, or backyard chicken owners. But I've never had a Rhode Island Red. So I wanted to get one of those. I liked having all different kinds. You watch one of the videos when Penny was excited to be back there with him. Oh, yeah. She's excited, all right. Not in a good way. That was the new order that I canceled because last year, this was put in last year, and then I canceled it. Yeah, 2023, because I had just decided, I don't know if I was just feeling under the weather at the time, or I just didn't think that I could go through what you have to go through to keep them separated and build another area and all that stuff. I just didn't think I was up to it. But I wish I would have gone ahead and gotten them. Who knows what I'll do. Yeah, that order was canceled, unfortunately. And they have no problem with you canceling an order. They were so nice. Fly moves. Hi. Yeah. But I wish I'd gotten chickens long time ago. When we first moved out here, I wish I'd gotten them. But I was so busy turning my whole area into gardens. I had huge gardens when we first moved here. Yeah. And all the pictures of those gardens are on, they were on video that I sent away to iMovie, okay? And they sent me back these movies. They were on tapes, they were on tapes from the camera. And thank goodness I had sent them away to iMemories, and they sent me back. It's on my computer. I don't know if I can figure out a way how to show these on YouTube or not. I think they have a thing where they don't want you to do that, but I don't know. I'll have to call them and ask them if there's any way that I can show these. Because right now, unless you're here on my computer or my laptop, you can't see them. Yeah, it's sort of a bummer. Yeah, so that's about my chickens. I'm glad I finally found this folder because I knew I had it. And I have this Premier fencing that most chicken owners have. And it's like, it's netting fit fencing like this. And it's, you can take it, you can pick it up, roll it up, and put it down the next year if you want to. Mine is in really bad condition because it's had so many holes in it that I've had to mend with string. that I really need a whole new fencing, start from scratch. Because in the summer, I fence in my whole backyard, and that's rolled up and put in my shed, but, my son will help me get that out if I put it up. I didn't put it up last summer. Uh, yeah, mostly because of the dog, because the dog would just if I would let my chickens out in the fencing, which is the yard, the yard right behind the house, my dog would just stand at the window and bark and bark and bark the whole time. So that's why I didn't. I would have to shut her in another room so she couldn't see. Yeah. Maybe you can video them from computer to your GoPro. I wonder. Usually when you take pictures of things on the computer, it doesn't come out very good. I'll have to see. I'll try. I can try. Yeah. All of those videos that I sent away, it has us looking at this house. It has me looking at several different century homes. Uh, it has my first pointer dog out hunting. Has lots of things that I sent away. But the ones that I love the best are the gardens that I had. Mm. Yeah, I'll try. We'll see how that goes. Oh, yeah, so tomorrow, I think I finished up the things about the tax stuff about the, business, about eBay and Poshmark. I think I got that all situated, and I put all the information in the tax box so far. Now I'm just waiting for paperwork to come from Chase. I think that's all I'm waiting for at the moment. Then it can all be sent away to my tax guy. Mm. Yeah. It even has me in overalls when I'm younger. Younger, longer hair, and blonde. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's way from like 18 years ago, 20 years ago. So that is what I wanted to show you tonight. Oh, I have to show you. I only sold 2 things today. But let me share the screen quickly and I'll show you what I sold. Now I'm surprised that these didn't sell. Oh, where are they? They're there. I've had these a while. They are so cute. They're suede. They're leather suede with that tassel, suede tassel on the front. They're by Anne Klein, but they're a size 6, small size, and they're called Darcy Tassels is their name. It's a pair of shoes, a pair of flats. So cute. But I've had them a long time, and they sold for $15. That's why I took $15 because I've had them forever. And the other thing is a Poshmark sale, and it's a Banana Republic floral tank top in a size 0 petite, and it zipped up the back. This tank top. Um, this was on a I don't know if this was on, I don't think it was on a sale. I just had it marked $15. And somebody um, sent a low ball offer on Poshmark for $5. And I went back to her and told her no, 15. So now I don't know if that's the person that bought it at 15, but somebody bought it at the price I had it on. I mean, that's, I mean, if she had said 14, I would have taken it, but not 5. So that's yeah, those are the two things. Never know how to get out of this for sure. It says stop screen. I don't know what that means. Usually it says stop sharing, but I don't see that here. Strange. There I am. uh You'd love to see that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to show it to you. I You'd think there'd be a way that I could show that. It's taken with an old video camera and it's not near as clear. The new cameras are so much clearer. This is an old pictures, old videos, so they're kind of blurry. But yeah, you can still see. I will try to do that. And I will be back tomorrow, maybe with a recorded video from Target. I don't know. We'll see if I get to do that. I do need to get some inventory. I only have 2 more things to photograph and list up there. So we'll see. So thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, people that are going back and binge watching my videos, because I am going to be, it's not going to be long before I'll be to 4,000 watch hours. So, or minutes or whatever it is. I still haven't found out about how you do those thank you stickers or whatever they're called now. Super stickers. I don't know. I should ask Silver Owl, because she evidently has something in her bank account from YouTube. She said yesterday, I think she has $7 already. So we'll see. The Target one. Okay, I'll try to get that done for tomorrow night. We'll see. Kaylee Eileen. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong list. That's videos I can click on to watch. God, I got really excited there for a second. I couldn't believe she would know who I was. Oh. So I will be on tomorrow night with something or other, or during the day. I'm not sure. I haven't found out how I can schedule a YouTube video if I get it edited. I think I have to put it. I don't know how to do that yet. All right. I will see you sometime tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. Bye. Be good. Be careful. It's wild out there. And be blessed. Bye.